Welcome back everybody. So guys, in this class I'm just gonna teach you to create a form. So what is the form actually? We just didn't learn anything about the form yet. Basically, to putting information or actually getting the information from the client and sending back to the server is called the form, or actually that is called the form processing. Okay, we won't send the data to the server or get the result from the server, but we will create the form. For sending the data to the server, we need to learn the PHP first. Exactly, the PHP is in the course you will learn later on in another section where we learn about the PHP and the MySQL. By the way, there we are just simply creating a form. So for creating a form, first we have to create the form tag. I opened the form tag, and now inside it we can create the complete form. Just simply go inside the form, and what to do more, just simply put the label first or just directly the input. Right now I'm just putting the label, okay, and in the label just mention that which thing you want to create after the after this label. For example, the username. Okay, username. Now save. Well, this is nothing. Just press enter and create the input tag. This is the main thing of the form. The label is nothing but just a simple view about what do you putting. What are you putting? I'm just putting the input there, so I just put the label first to connectify both of them. By the way, this is the input tag, which is the empty tag basically, but there we have to declare that which kind of input you want to create. Like, you want to create the text field, you want to create the radio button, you want to create the checkbox, or you want to create the select option. I'm just creating the text, so let's just mention the text in the type. Okay, which you want, the text, as I said. Now perfect. Now save and go to the browser and refresh. Now the username, and this is the click here, and now let's just type anything, whatever you want. So this is the input tag, the really simple and easiest way to create an input. Well, something more I'm gonna do is adding a for attribute here to making them making a connection between them, the user, and there just creating an ID. Okay, user, the ID of the input, and the label and the for of the label values should be same. Now refresh, and now if I just click on the user, you can see that when I just click there, it's selected, but when I just click on the username, it's selected too, because they both are same now. They both are one now basically. Okay, for making some more fields, just simply press enter and put another ones. Well, this is the simple text field. If you just want to put the password, so we have to do a lot of more things. So I'm just putting just the input type password instead of the text type. This is the password. Go and refresh. This is looking like the same, but when I just put any value here, it's like a value, like the string, but when I just put anything here, it's like a password. I think you got what I'm just doing here. This is really simple and really easy to understand and do and perform. In the same way, there are a lot of more elements I'm just teaching you, but before that I'm just creating a simple table layout in the HTML, the table layout. Right now I'm just directly putting the tr. I'm not putting the t head or t body, because I just want to get the layout td. This is a single one, this is the second one, and there I'm just putting the label first. Label, sorry about that, not in this way. Actually, the label is the tag, you know, so label, and end up the label there, and put the value for user and user name. Pretty awesome. Go there to the second div and the input type. You know that this is necessary to put the type here. The type is a fixed attribute of the input. Okay, you just cannot create the input tag without type attribute. So cover this one and put the ID, and the value of the ID I'm putting as the user. As I said, that both should be the same. Now I'm deleting that one and saving and going to the browser and refreshing. This is what I've just created. Awesome. Go there and create another tr. As you can see what I'm just doing, and again the same thing, the td first, and then there the duplicate the label, label, and end up the label for pass, or you can say password, whatever you want. So there, the password going there, and the input type, as I said that the type should be password now because we are just about to putting the password. Cover this up and add the ID too. PASS, pass. Go to the browser back and refresh now. Just click there and there. In the same way, if I just copy this one, now I'm not creating a new one and pasting there. Okay, so now this is the password, this is the username. Again, this should not be the password. There I'm just adding another. So there I'm just typing the gender. Okay, gender, and there first I'm just typing male. Okay, and right now I'm just simply copying and pasting after that with the pipe. Okay, I just added the pipe and typing female. Awesome. Now this should not be the password in type. This should be the, I'm removing the for attribute from there, and right now I'm just selecting the password, and basically I'm just typing here the radio. This is another interesting type, and removing the ID too, so this should be the radio too. Radio, save, and refresh. Now this is the password, the gender, the radio button. Select this one or this one, but what the hell, they both have been selected, but how to remove? There isn't any way to remove. But why this is happening? Because I just leave a single thing in a form. Just put the name attribute. The name attribute is really important, because if you just want to send the data to the database, to the PHP or any programming language, we have to use the name attribute. Okay, we will learn about this exactly in a PHP chapter, but right now I'm just simply adding in the name the gender. Awesome. And there, remove the ID again. The password is not the part of this thing anymore. So again, I'm adding another name, and again the gender. Awesome. They both are gender. Now refresh. Now because they both has the same name, so click there or there. Only one can be selected at a single time. And then in the same way as I just created the male and the female, the gender, I'm just copying this one. Okay, but right now I'm not going to use the radio anymore. I'm just going to use the checkboxes. This is another way, another thing. So I'm just deleting the name, the gender, because exactly I just don't want to create the gender anymore. These skills. Okay, so for the first, I'm typing the male. Instead of the male, I'm just typing the HTML. I can put any kind of skills which I have or which I require, basically the HTML, the CSS, and in the same way press space and simply copy this one. But before copying, let's just update this one into checkbox. Pretty awesome. Okay, because we just don't need the radio anymore. The checkbox. Perfect. Let's just copy, or instead of copying, just add in space and again the pipe, and then the PHP, and the next one the input type, again the checkbox, as you know about that. Well, the checkbox, and cover this one, and I just type the PHP. So now there we just don't need to create any connection between them, because they are all different. You know that we just can select only one from them, but from them we can select all of them or anyone. Just refresh the browser. Now this is the checkbox. Do you know the PHP? Yes. Do you know the HTML? Yes. Do you know the CSS? Yes. Or you just don't know about the PHP, so let's just tick out. This is what I just want to teach you about the checkboxes. Pretty awesome. But something more you must know: when you are just trying to send the data to the database, you have to put the value. you just don't need to put the values with the password or the text field, because they automatically has some value, some text which you just put, or the password text, whatever. But here when you're just trying to send the checkbox, so the radio to the database, then you have to add a value which is really necessary. Okay, so there HTML should be the in the small letters, because I'm just sending the value to the database. CSS, and in the same way the another value. Awesome. And what I just want to put here, PHP. Awesome. In the same way there, just create the value, because exactly we will be sending only one of them, but exactly there should be the value which which we will send. The female. Okay, now when you just take out this one and when you just submit the data, exactly what will be sended, this one or this one, the value. Okay, so basically these are the different things. Now another one too, I'm just teaching you in the same class. TD and the label for, then in the first one yep, the label cover that too. Go there and add in space. No, sorry, no need to add the space there, or why not add by the way. Yeah, the country. Awesome. Go there, select your country or whatever you want to type, and just go there. After the TD, create another TD. Awesome. I'm just telling awesome a lot more times, so really sorry if you just don't like this word whatever. And sorry for another mistake, that there we just should not put the input. Okay, for making the selection area or select bar, whatever you want to say, we have to use the select tag. Select. Great. And just go inside, this is the select area, and put the options, whatever option you want to provide to your clients or your user to select. First should be the select your country. The second one should be the country name. I'm just using the Pakistan, after all this is my loving country. Then the India, whatever country now I just got in my mind. The United Kingdom. The Canada, whatever, I think Canada or Canada, but looking awesome. And in the same way, we should send the value for the select your country. We should send the blank value for the Pakistan, PK, or you can send the full way, no problem. For India, the IN. For United Kingdom, sorry, the UK. For the Canada or Canada, I just don't know about the right pronunciation of Canada. By the way, I'm just sending the CN. And here the ID is country, as I just made the 4 attribute for the label as country. Now the one and the last thing, but before doing this, refresh and check this out. Click there, and now I got all the countries in a list. Awesome. Go back, and after the TR, the last TR I'm creating right now, and in this I'm just putting the blank TD first, and then the input, the last input, and the type of this input should be the submit. What the submit can do exactly, we can send I'm just typing click to submit. This is empty tag. Okay, now basically when I just click on this button, basically we just need this button to send the data. Click there, and now you can see that the question mark here. Perfect. Click on submit. The question is sending, that means nothing is about to send. By the way, when you just want to send the data, so you should create the names for all them, the user, the name, password, or the whatever you prefer. Okay, all these things will be sent to the PHP and will be called by their names. The gender has the name already. These inputs should have a name, HTML, another name here, the name, the CSS, and the last one as the name, PHP cover, and this is the name, as the country. Awesome. And this one as the name of submit